Yeah. Apply pressure from every angle, you feel me? Yeah, you know. Attack mode. Never fold, man. Nah, never fold, never quit, yeah. Keep going. Like, yeah.
Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta,
yeah, I smoke that dang. Tryna get M's in the bank, fuck what they think. Knock a nigga whole mouth out. Come side me, top break, throw hands like Tank. Knock it out the park like Hank. I've been doing them planks, what you got on my drink? I've been trying to keep my sane. Humanity so lame, fuck you and your gang. Speaking on the dead man's name.
Roll Tide, here we go. Roll Tide full of pride, here we go. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. Roll Tide, baby, I repeat once again. Roll Tide full of pride, here we go. Another live, another day. Pretty much gonna break down the first week of spring practice and all that. Gonna get into certain position battles, players who stepped up, players who will have to step up, etc., etc. Got some Michael Carroll news, and of course, recruiting never sleeps. Recruiting never sleeps. So with that being said, when you come in the chat, make sure you like it up, like, comment, and subscribe. Support the grind, support the channel. Takes less than 1 second. Why not? Right? Let's get it, bro. Roll Tide full of pride all day, all night. Make sure you share this with everybody. You know, any and everybody you know for sure. And we know what it is. Like I always say, spring ball is here. What a great time. What a great time to be a Bama fan. Bama is still the standard. Never forget it. Bama is still the standard. Never forget it. Oh, they can talk about Bama. Bama's not this. Bama's not that no more. They ain't got this. They ain't got that no more. They won't ever see another natty. They won't be successful. All this noise, man. Let them talk they noise. But guess what? At the end of the day, that noise don't matter. That chatter don't matter, baby. It's about what goes on in-house, right? How them boys handle that business, that been naive, the work they put in this spring, the work they've been putting in or were putting in before spring, and the work they continue to put in, what? Summertime program, fourth quarter program, August fall program, all that. And then when it's time for the regular season to start, game time, everything on the line, watch them boys shine. You got a peep game, of course. As much as they talk about Bama, huh? Guess what? They still talking about Bama, period. Hands down, man down. Bama still is and will always be the standard that everybody is trying to reach and maintain. I repeat, Bama is and will always be the standard that everybody is trying to reach and maintain, bro. Period. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide. Ain't nothing rolling but the damn tide. Here we go. Huh? But like I say, man, you know, the state of Alabama, heavy. Where do they stand? Where do we stand? Of course. New faces in the building, especially on the old line. New faces in the building, even on the defensive side of the ball as well. You hear me? Heavy. We know how the recruiting battles go. Kalen DeBoer going into year 3. Will he have a successful year? This is officially his team, officially his era, right? No more Saban player errors, no more Saban this, Saban that. You know, he is building his roster the way he wants his roster built. And let's not forget, get a man credit. He took Washington all the way to a natty. Yeah, they lost, but he took them to a natty. So when he said one time long ago, he understands, he knows what a winning team, a championship team looks like. I'm sure he had that already instilled in his mind, how he wanted his personnel to be. For real, dog. No cap, heavy. So boom, let's get into it. Let's break it down in the boogie down town. Make sure, once again, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Takes less than 1 second, bro. Why not? lock in with me, rock and roll with me for real. Let's get it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Like I said, we're going to get into spring ball news first. Here we go. Break down week one takeaways and all that, new leaders, big surprises, and the running backs. And let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How do you feel about the first week of spring ball? How do you feel like Bama in general, Bama as a whole? Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Roll Tide, full of pride. Roll damn Tide. Here we go. 1 second. Hold up. 1 second. Hold up. 1 second. Hold up. Give me a second, man. Give me 1 second, man. No cap. You hear me? Heavy. Get into these articles right quick and all that. Here we go. Alabama completed its first week of spring practice with several early storylines beginning to take shape. Leadership roles are emerging on both sides of the ball. The offensive line is starting to find structure, and the running back room may have more competition than expected. You know, a lot of talent, a lot of talent in that running back room, of course, for sure. Here we go. These areas will remain works in progress throughout the rest of the spring and the months leading into preseason camp. Below are a few notable comments from the coaching staff and what they could mean as the team pauses for spring break. Spring practice central, the latest news and updates from Tuscaloosa. Now we talk about captain qualities, which players stepped up already this spring, which players stepped up in that leadership role, that captain role, and all that. Younger guys, older guys, doesn't matter. Whoever. When it's time to be a leader, guess what? You be a leader. It can be a freshman, it can be a sophomore, it can be a junior or senior. Step up, man up, let's get it. Here we go. Captain qualities. One of my early pre-spring practice thoughts centered on who will emerge as Alabama's leaders this season. The names who first come to mind include Bray Hubbard, Keon Sabb, and Yanze Pierre. Defensive coordinator Kane Walmack also mentioned defensive lineman Isaiah Faga as someone growing into the role prior to last Sunday. Shout out to Isaiah Faga as well for taking on that leadership role. That's what it's about, bro. More players have to do that, definitely. Here we go. With the number of new starters and faces and expectations still sky high, it's important for the Crimson Tide to develop additional voices inside the locker room. It's early, but it's encouraging to hear about others stepping into leadership roles, especially transfers who can have a major impact in that area. And we already heard about certain transfers showing up and showing out, man. Racing Delgado, Caleb Woodson, right? Heavy. Kane Walmack talked about his leadership, the way he plays hard and all that. So new faces stepping up already. Nothing wrong with it, for real. Here we go. This guy's a captain, a leader. He carries himself with a professional demeanor day in and day out. Coach Walmack said of USC defensive line transfer Devin Tompkins. And Devin Tompkins, fresh through the portal, baby, looking to make a splash, make a lot of noise this year. Versatile threat, you know, very athletic and all that, strong. As long as he continues to stay focused, growth and development is very important. He still has room to grow, definitely, but he has the on-field experience as well. So very excited about what Devin Tompkins brings to the table. He has absolutely shown that in the first 2 months of being here, the level of maturity that he brings, the work ethic, he wants to be coached, he wants to be pushed, he has a really, really high ceiling. And that's first and foremost one of the most important things, right? Does the player want to learn? Does the player want to win? Does he want to get better? Does he want to grow at the end of the day? And does he want to or willing to listen? Period. Hands down, man down. No cap, baby. Yeah. So once again, shout out Devin Tompkins for putting his best foot forward and rocking and rolling and really locking in with the Tide and understanding and locking in with the system and the program. Oh man, what a wonderful thing. Play a little video clip right quick, Holmes. Yeah, play a little video clip right quick, heavy. Nile in the building, Nile in the building. Hello, EJ. Like we were saying, KOC promised Kyler starting role. Looks like JJ trade to my Lions or Rams will happen. Trade him to us, please. Come on, Nala. Come on, Nala. Today is roll tide. Today is roll tide. But I feel you. I mean, I've been saying for how long he's been lying. How long you been saying he's been lying, Nyla? You know, KOC has been seemed like he's been a snake from jump. Oh, good face, good smile, puts on a show, puts on a great disguise as well. But at the end of the day, like I said, bro, I think his whole plan has been to replace McCarthy. It hasn't really been about growth and development and all that. In my opinion, at least. Now he could make me change my mind depending on how the offseason goes, training camp goes, and whether or not this is a real competition, of course. And we shall see. We shall find out. Time will tell. But right now, KLC seems like he's full of shit. And he's been full of shit, period. Shout out Nala in the building, man. Roll Tide. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. We got a 3. QB from Georgia or Florida. He just bust up the Georgia Under Armour Elite QB Challenge. They said he's college football ready. Dude weigh 215 or 220. Damn, my dog Dre in the building. Who that is, Dre? Who that is, Dre? What his name is, man? What his name is? Let me know, dog. Let me see if Bama can steal him from you. Shout out my dog Dre in the building, man. Heavy, no cap. For sure. You say 215, 220 Holmes? Freshman? Come on now, Dre. Come on, man. We can't let y'all get him now. Y'all got to go ahead and get that to Bama. Give him to Bama. You know how I go, man. For real. For real, dog. No cap. Draft QB Tyler Green from Arkansas late. SKOL, you know he's a dog. Tyler Green from Arkansas. I don't know him, bro. Let me know about him. Let me know about him, man. What he do? What his credentials, Dre? I repeat, what is his credentials, Dre? No cap. Roll Tide. You know? Heavy, man. Dre coming in here talking about they got a QB 215, 220. What, Bama supposed to be scared or what, dog? You already know October 17, Dre. October 17, it's going down for real. And you know Bama lighting them cigars heavy. Huh? Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Oh, yeah. Let me share this clip right quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, man. See what they talking about around here. Here we go. I like this. Hold up. Bring it back. Way back. Like a Cadillac on 4 flats. Yeah, give me 1 second, baby. Give me 1 second, man. No cap. For sure. Here we go. Play, boy. Little something light, small little clip, simple little clip, and all that. Right back to the action. I repeat, right back to the damn action, baby. Roll Tide full of pride, Holmes. Roll Tide. Let me see. Here we go. Arkansas quarterback 10. I'm gonna check him out, Dre. No cap, dog. Appreciate it, Holmes. Heavy. Our QB commit last year, Baker. We'll see what's up. No doubt. Little Iggy in the building. What up, big dog? What up, Holmes? Gophers, Alabama. What you saying? You saying you want Bama to give the Gophers that work? You don't want that, Iggy. You do not want that, little Iggy. Comment down, comment way down, my dog. Now you talking about Minnesota, the college team, allegedly. I assume the Gophers don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke. Y'all don't want no smoke with the SEC, little Iggy. You understand me? Heavy. I understand you Minnesota out, Minnesota this, Minnesota that. Cool, dog. But guess what, Holmes? Put some respect on Bama. Don't ever request that the Gophers face Alabama anytime, anywhere, any day. Come on now, little Iggy. You know what it is. You know what it ain't. Money in the bank. Fuck what they think. Pour me a drink. Ah, come on now, baby. Stop the cap. Stop the damn cap. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Here we go. For sure. That boy said Gophers and Alabama. What? Take the what and leave the what? Ah. Oh man. Somebody get him, somebody get him. He tripping, dog. He done for, dog. Somebody get little Iggy, please. Wake him up. Please let him know about the SEC. Matter of fact, let him know, Dre, about that SEC work. Come on, man. Stop the cap, bro. Heavy. Roll Tide, Holmes. For real. Here we go. One of the biggest questions surrounding the defense entering the offseason was how Alabama will replace its top three contributors at inside linebacker. The staff chose to add only one transfer while showing confidence in its returning players and incoming freshmen. It certainly appears they feel someone is capable of leading the room in Virginia Tech transfer Caleb Woodson. Big facts, no cap. Coach Kalen DeBoer said earlier this week, Woodson's leadership role has been noted and appreciated. Walmack expanded on the former Hokie, who was briefly named a team captain last August before the title was taken away following a DWI. So biggest thing for Caleb Woodson, which I didn't know about that DWI for real. Can he stay out of trouble, keep his mind right, keep his mental right, and stay focused on football, bro? Period. Woodson owned the mistake and now finds himself in a position where he is counted on even more. Hopefully he learned from it, grew from it, period. That's all you can really do at the end of the day, no doubt. He's a professional, Walmack said. He's very businesslike and about his business. He uses the resources of this program, which are obviously vast here. He's up here a lot. He's around the program. You can already see him engaging with younger players. Respect to him for that as well. He's not just here for himself. He wants to be a good teammate. He wants to be a leader. He's hungry. He asks a lot of questions. That's respect there, man. No cap. You get a player in, especially a transfer player coming in right away, wanting to be a good teammate, wanting to be a leader, hungry as hell. That's all pluses right there, no doubt. Here we go. But probably the biggest thing that stands out over the first 4 days is how hard he plays. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. We're really stressing effort and finish. When you turn on the tape, historically in our defense, in our defensive system, that has been a staple of who we are. Effort, finish, strong, baby, strong. Roll Tide full of pride, roll damn tide. Here we go. When you watch a nationally televised game, the effort and finish should stand out about our defense. It's been solid, but it hasn't been elite. And for Kane Womack to be honest and be true with his defense and himself, understanding they must get better, they must grow, they must be more consistent throughout the season next year. But that's respect. That's big props to him. He ain't sitting up there faking the phone. And he don't even think they've been elite. Even though at times last year, I think they were definitely an elite defense, a championship caliber defense at that, no doubt. But shout out respect to Kane Womack demanding excellence from his squad, period. We want to make sure that changes. Caleb is really setting the tone for that right now. Once again, shout out Caleb Woodson. Get into another little short clip. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Tech in the building. Tech in the building. Hey, Tech, what was your antennas at yesterday, Tech? What was your antennas yesterday, baby? No cap. Roll Tide, Skull Tide, Skull Vikes. Here we go. Yo, calm down, EJ. You getting out of control, dog. You know it, Tech. Hey, ain't no calming down. Ain't no calming down, man. I turn up, Tech. You hear me? I turn up. You hear me? Heavy, man. Turn me up, man. I turn up. Yeah. Shout out Tech in the building, bro. No cap. Straight up, man. Yesterday, Tech now. I know you wasn't ducking that smoke yesterday now, Tech. Come on now, Tech. Come on now, huh? I heard you been talking kind of crazy, Tech, out there in the city, man. Come on now, man. Calm it down, calm it way the hell down now, for real. Here we go. 1 second, baby. 1 second. Oh, yeah.
This off season, it was actually a build up into things, but especially my last name, it's something that I try to take some time to think about because I have a legacy that I want to write, and my mom is a strong part in that. She's my best friend, and the last name Coleman comes from her, obviously. So just wanting to represent my family to the best of my ability, and get ready for the legacy that I'm going to leave behind. And as far as my number, it's just an opportunity to have a hard reset and, just make me feel like myself again, get ready for a season that, doesn't disappoint. Uh,
Yeah, shout out Ryan Coleman Williams. Make sure you put the Coleman in there, baby. No cap. Right? Right. uh, here we go. We ride with McCarthy here. There you go. There you go, Tech. There you go, Tech. Where the sirens at? Where the sirens at, man? Heavy. Here we go, baby. Here we go for sure. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And finally, it's hard to believe the once 17-year-old who captured the nation's attention as a true freshman is now entering his third season. A new game, a new number, and a new leadership role. That's Ryan Coleman Williams, who added his mother's last name and returned to his high school jersey number 1. Going back to his roots, man. I repeat, Holmes, going back to his roots. Heavy. Let's get it. Here we go. He views everything as a reset following his sophomore season. Coleman Williams appreciates the staff continuing to believe in him and has moved into more of a veteran role on the offense. The ownership he had after the season really stood out to me. Coach DeBoer said, a former freshman All-American. He's taken on a leadership role in order to lead and be vocal like he has. It has to be in you. Big facts, no cap. He brings an energy and enthusiasm that you all see. It's nonstop. And in order to do that, you have to do the work. He's always done the work. Let's get it. He continues to raise the work, raise the level, and be efficient in it, DeBoer added. He's always worked, but I think where he's focusing that attention is really intentional. So it's great to see his leadership capabilities. Last year, I really felt like he took a great step, and now it's on another level. Our team needs that. Our offense needs that. Well, last year he kind of regressed, so I don't know what K Dog means right there. Now, if he's speaking as far as being a leader, more vocal leader, just stepping up and leading by example. But last year, Ryan Williams had a down year, sophomore slump, whatever you want to call it, bro. Period. But we need more from him on the field this year for sure. Here we go. The leadership role isn't limited to those players, but it's encouraging to hear a few names already being mentioned, especially ones who've been here and recently arrived. Roll Tide full of pride, roll Tide. Here we go. And we're going to get into some O lineman talk. You know, Alabama has a lot of new faces on the O line. We're talking about starting five, who will be in the starting five. Rayson Gotti pretty much took over that center's position, et cetera, et cetera. So where do we place him at? Jackson pretty much has that tackle position on lock. Michael Carroll has the other tackle position on lock, right side, left side, boom. So guys got to keep playing and working hard and stepping up, Holmes, period. You know, for sure. Here we go. Starting five, O-line may come to light earlier than expected. Heavy. Here we go. The biggest surprise of the first week, in my opinion, was offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb's emphatic statement about sophomore Jackson Lloyd as Alabama's starting left tackle. Oh yeah, Ryan Grubb pretty much made it clear. He said, "Hey, Jackson Lloyd is the starter, and that's it. No battle, no nothing. He is the guy. He is the man with the master plan." Not that Lloyd eventually winning the job would be shocking, but the fact it was stated so clearly without a full padded practice, scrimmage, or any starting experience was notable. Alabama's offensive line has a completely different look with only one returning starter in right tackle Michael Carroll. Left tackle was widely viewed as an open competition entering the spring, at least from the media/fan perspective. Yet Grubb doubled down and said the battle is not particularly close right now. So Jackson Lloyd is separating himself heavy. The Crimson Tide added Mississippi State transfer Javin James, a multi-year starter at left tackle, along with JUCO All-American tackle Tyrell Miller. Either can still earn a starting role in a different spot, but Lloyd, having what Grubb considers a firm grasp on the left side, certainly has relevance. Alabama knows exactly what it has in Lloyd. He's been on campus for more than a year, and the staff has watched the former five-star compete daily in practice during both the spring and the fall. Shout out Jackson Lloyd once again. Trench play, baby, once again. Trenches where the games are won. Heavy. Here we go. The O-line has also been a work in progress each spring over the last 2 years. In Coach DeBoer's first season, Caden Proctor transferred to Iowa before returning, and Parker Brailsford did not participate in spring practice. All-American Tyler Booker was essentially the only certainty. Proctor and Brailsford were the only returning starters when Alabama began practice last spring. While the staff cannot determine the starting five within the first week, it appears to be trying to establish some structure as quickly as possible. Got some more video from spring practice again. Here we go. Make sure you come in the chat, like it up, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell as well. Support the grind, support the channel. Why not? Takes less than 1 second. Roll Tide. Let's get it, baby. We to it. We back to it. We back to it. Heavy. Them boys putting that work in. I repeat, boys putting that real work in. Roll Tide full of pride. No cap. Here we go. Hold up. The early confidence gives Lloyd something to build on, but he still has to prove he deserves the role. It could push, it could also push the rest of the room to elevate its level of play. There has long been a belief inside the building that Lloyd is one of the most talented offensive linemen Alabama has recruited in recent years. If that's true, that will be a big deal. It also appears that Cal Poly transfer Rayson Delgatti has placed himself in a strong position to start at center. That was largely the expectation when he signed, though many still wanted to see how he would hold up against top interior competition. I think during the spring, especially with so many new pieces, you're trying to find out who the players are and get some semblance of gel, Grubb said regarding the offensive front. But it starts with Jackson and Michael, and then at center, Rayson Delgatti has been doing an awesome job. He's really taken the reins quickly, so I'm excited to see him out there. A week ago, the discussion about the offensive line focused on identifying 4 new starters to join Carroll. A week later, the number may already be down to 2. The competition remains open, but if Alabama can finish the spring with confidence in its starting 5 and maintain continuity through preseason camp, this group is in a much better place, especially without consistently rotating players across positions. Got to get the run game going. I repeat, got to get the run game going. And it's good that they're getting to a place where it's no rotating players, it's no rotation. You have a starting 5 for real up front. Now you may have guys come in, spell certain players, or if they get tired, or if you may do a small rotation here and there, but you need a consistent starting 5, bro. Period. And it feels real good. That's the direction they are headed in. They got to keep it going. They got to keep it rolling, right? Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide, baby. Let's get it. Here we go. You're going to try to keep guys homed in on one spot. Coach DeBoer responded when asked about rotating linemen in different spots. There was versatility with some players, which is nice, but you don't want to fall into the trap of constantly moving guys around because then you lose that continuity and familiarity we're trying to build. Big facts, no cap. You want guys to get used to playing a certain position, understanding that position, and playing at the highest level possible. Here we go. Clem, the communicator. Just to piggyback on the offensive front, Adrian Clem replaced Chris Kapolovic as the Tide's new offensive line coach. Time will tell if there's much improvement from a production standpoint. One common theme has been a significant change in communication, whether it's new faces coaching in the room or Alabama deciding to do things differently than how they've operated the last 2 years. There were too many mind games, one source told BOL. The communication has been a lot more straightforward. Great to hear that, for sure. It wasn't all on Coach Cap when it came to making decisions on the offensive front. There was too much internal debate over who should start and where players should play on the O-line, which would linger throughout the spring and summer, with several players frequently moving across the line. So the miscommunication was definitely a problem. A different assistant coach doesn't suddenly improve the results, but Coach DeBoer decided to go with a complete reset regardless. It was time for a change, definitely time for a damn change, period. Shout out K-Dog for making the necessary move. It seems to be heading in the right direction, and the improvements that were needed have been part of Coach Clem's bag thus far. I think Clem is an elite communicator. at his drill work and does a really good job of transitioning drill work to skill, Coach Grubb said. That's what really stood out to me when I was talking to him, was just his elite knowledge of being able to take a drill to skill and put it on the field and then quick adjustments on the fly. But yeah, I mean, he's a really good communicator, and that's very important for him as well. Him being a good communicator should permeate through the line, through the O-line as well. as far as communication goes, guys being in the right position, playing their role, knowing their role, and playing it, performing it at the highest level possible, period. Communication, especially up front, goes a long damn way, right? Right. We seen so much communication in Bama games last year and all that. So for that to be nipped in the bud quickly and swiftly, great news. I repeat, great news for Bama. Roll Tide. Here we go. Did the Crowell hype motivate others in the running back room? Freshman running back Xavier Crowell has been mentioned as Alabama's future starter since before his senior season at Jackson High School began. The underwhelming production from the position last year has only fueled speculation that he could win the job quickly. Despite the hype, Alabama did not lose any of its top three returning contributors, with eligibility remaining. Daniel Hill, we all know Daniel Hill lost a lot of weight this season. He was weighing in at about 250. Now he's about 236. Still big, but a lot faster. I'm sure still strong, quicker, more athletic, etc. So shout out, big kudos, major props goes to Daniel Hill for putting that real work in. Kevin Riley, we know about Kevin Riley, little undersized, but he runs hard. Definitely could come in banging and hanging, challenging for that number one spot, of course. And AK Deer, explosive back, can pretty much do it all damn near. So it's gonna be a real battle, man. A real battle, man. No cap. With another offseason, the same offensive coordinator, and hopefully a more consistent offensive line, there is reason for optimism. The sky's the limit for him, Grubb said of Crowell, but that's a really competitive room. Daniel and Kevin, even their preparation and mindset right now is different. Daniel looks great. He's hovering in the low 230s. Last year at this time, he was probably in the 250s. So he was a real big boy, definitely overweight. And dropping that weight, he will hit the hole quicker, more decisive, be more precise, heavy, all that. Probably will even be a better receiving running back, period. Let's go, bro. Lock in, Bama. I repeat, lock in, Bama. Roll Tide. He looks quicker, more powerful, and sudden. Kevin has another step to him as well. The whole room, including AK Deer, has gotten better. And that's great news, bro. Them boys putting that real work in, that real off-season program work, strength and conditioning, all that, baby. Very important. I repeat, very important. Roll Tide, bro. Here we go. Boom. Crowell could eventually become the starter, but it would not be surprising if one of the returning players takes a major step forward as well. It certainly sounds like they have done the right things during the offseason to create value for themselves. Still, it's far too early to declare the run game fully back on track. Like I say, the running back room is stacked, Holmes, period. It's going to be a real pure battle. And I believe Xavier Crowell, I believe he has missed all of the spring, right? As far as it goes right now. I don't think he participated in any practice. Smart move by Bama and DeBoer and K-Dog for just pretty much basically keeping him out, not risking unnecessary injuries during the spring and all that. But he will get his chance. He will get his tick and his reps for sure. Let's get into some Michael Carroll leadership, focusing on being more of a leader as well. Like I say, everybody has to step up. Everyone has to step up. No cap. No room for what should we say? Immaturity. We need a lot of maturity in the building, bro. Period. So we call Zoe Trader Zoes now, dog, because he's on K1 Nut Riders Club. Come on, bro. Stop calling him K1 first off. Stop calling him damn motherfucking K1. He ain't no K1. Heavy. He ain't Vikings yet, bro. Period. The Big Ten is toughest conference in college football. Glass Joe cap. I repeat, Glass Joe big cap. No facts. Respect the Big Ten. Respect some of the talented teams they have, but you want to find out, figure out how good they really are. Like I've been saying for about 4 5 months, put a Big Ten team in the SEC and let them rock and see how they pan out. But let them rock. Put your Ohio State in there, your Indiana in there, shit, whoever in there, and let them rock and roll and see how they pan out for about a good 5 years. For sure, bro. For sure. hmm We ranked 23 in 247 recruiting. Y'all 34. Cap, Dre, cap. Stop the cap. You hear me, dog? Stop the damn cap. Stop the damn cap, Dre. Heavy. Huh? Don't do it, dog. Don't do it. Here we go. Michael Carroll focusing on being a better tackle. Leader as Alabama's only returning offensive line starter. Lock in 6-4. I repeat, lock in 6-4 for sure. You know that scene in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will Smith is standing alone in an empty living room? That's how Michael Carroll felt once the transfer portal window closed and the NFL draft deadline passed. He was the only starter left from Alabama's 25 offensive line and one of only 5 returners from last year's team. There definitely was a moment like that, Carroll said with a chuckle. But I was just like, well, what a great opportunity to step up and try to be a leader for Alabama. Big facts, no cap. The time is now, bro. The time is now for sure. As a true freshman last year, Carroll played in 14 of 15 games and started 6 of them. Midway through the season, Carroll made his first ever start at right tackle and was in the starting lineup for the Crimson Tide's final 4 games. The rookie right tackle played 546 snaps in year 1 per Pro Football Focus, and now he's Alabama's most experienced returning O-lineman. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. You know how the college realm goes. You play a whole freshman season. You play for the whole year. Damn near. You are a true vet, Holmes. You are a true pure vet, Holmes. No doubt. Here we go, man. Roll Tide. As such, he's looking to step into more of a leadership role during his second off season. He has been more vocal during workouts and spring practices, but Carroll's approach hasn't changed. Really hasn't been different because I come in with the same mindset. Just try to work as hard as I can and take advantage of the opportunities that I have, Carroll said. Heavy. Carroll got an opportunity to play as a true freshman, but it was at a position that was foreign to him. The former 5-star recruit played left guard as a junior in high school and right guard as a senior before enrolling at Alabama. When he saw playing time for the Tide, he allowed 15 total pressures, including 4 sacks and 346 snaps of pass protection, according to PFF. An offseason point of emphasis for Carroll is to have a better understanding of his position. I learned, Carroll said. I also came in playing a different position, so I was grateful for the opportunity and working as hard as I could. So just thankful and ready to build on it. Adaptation, bro. Adaptation for sure. For sure. Here we go. Being used to play tackle and getting used to all the new parts in the offense and then better understanding of the offense and communication. It's my first time playing it, so maybe with speed rushers, learn how to handle that a little bit better. Set vertical and stuff like that. Carroll is Alabama's only returning starter, but offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb said that Jackson Lloyd is the starting left tackle. That gives the Tide 2 starting bookends, but there is more versatility with Carroll's game, giving the staff some flexibility in finding the right 5. Michael's the right tackle, Grubb said. Now, Michael has probably more position flex than Jackson if we ever need to make a move. I think Michael's a guy that could honestly play anywhere, but for us right now, it kind of starts with those 2 guys and everything else We're moving into those other spots. Here we go. But where does Carroll feel the most comfortable? I think I want to stick at right tackle, he said, solidifying the right side of Alabama's offensive line. Carroll will also look to lead his unit, which features 9 newcomers, 7 transfers, 2 freshmen this spring. He said he tries to model his own leadership style after Tyler Booker. Shout out respect to Tyler Booker, Holmes. Roll Tide full of pride, roll Tide heavy. But he also learned a lot from being around Parker Brailsford, and Caden Proctor this past season. Man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron, no cap. He'll try to step into their shoes as a sophomore. Being around them as a freshman, I saw that they were the same guys every single day, coming in here and working hard with the same mindset, Carroll said. So I try to be like them. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, period. We got here. Here we go. We go. 1 second, 1 second. Got some Dejon Lee news to get into as well and all that. We go, here we go. See what Dejon Lee talking about around here. Dejon Lee in his sophomore year, but Dejon Lee is a great player, will be an elite player if he keeps his mind right, stays focused, etc. Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for that dude, bro. Period. Roll Tide. Here we go. Dejon Lee looks to step into leadership role for what he believes is nation's top secondary. I'm telling you now, the secondary gonna be real raw. Everybody talking about defense this, defense that. Oh man, this secondary here, elite baby, for real. No cap, heavy. Here we go. This time last year, Dejon Lee was a 6'4" freshman whose size and ability had caught the attention of his coaches and teammates alike during spring practices. A year later, Lee is one of the top returners on the Alabama defense. And now that he has had a full year in the program, how does this spring differ from his first on the Tuscaloosa campus? Stepped into more of a leadership role, Lee said, being a little bit of an older guy, got a lot of younger kids in the room. So I got to kind of just be a leader this year. Lee played in all 15 of the Crimson Tide's games during the 25-26 campaign. He rotated with senior Damani Jackson, and as we all know, it shouldn't have been no rotation. He should have been starting over Damani, bruh, period. No disrespect to Damani Jackson. He ran a 4.41 in a 40 and all that. I'm sure his draft stock has risen, but at the end of the day, Holmes, Dejon Lee was better than Damani Jackson last year, period. And ended up starting 5 games as a true freshman. The former 5-star recruit recorded 34 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 5 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions on his way to earning SEC all-freshman recognition from the league's coaches and being among the quarter of finalists for the annual Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year award. A year older, Lee is no longer a rookie and is looking to make a similar jump as a teammate. Time to grow up for real, dog. No cap. Roll Tide. Here we go. You kind of saw it last year. Xavier Brown was a veteran sophomore. Lee said, I've got to step up and be a veteran sophomore. Facts, big facts, no cap. It's kind of just off the experience, pretty much. Playing in the games, we understand a little bit more than what freshmen do. They're coming from high school. Whenever I first came in, I really didn't understand a lot of things, but this year I see a difference since I've already been in it. Where exactly does Lee want to improve between years 1 and 2 with the Crimson Tide? Probably just reading the quarterback a little bit more, Lee said. We've been working on it this spring, but definitely reading the quarterback, 3-step drops, quick game, 5-step drops, just making sure to read the tackles and everything so I can know run past situations. And that's the whole thing about it, bro. The game will slow down for him. The more experience he has, right? The more reps he has, boom. As he grows into his body, he continues to get bigger, faster, stronger, understanding the game, like he said, reading the field, Holmes, play recognition, and all that comes with the territory, comes with time, experience, and comes with real solid work being put in the off season. Progress in the process, right? Right. Roll Tide. Here we go. Lee is one of 5 returning Alabama defensive backs who started multiple games last season. Other returners logged first team reps as well, and the Crimson Tide added more talent to the room with an experienced transfer cornerback and 3 top 100 players from the 26 class. Bringing back so many players with familiarity in the system means a lot, Lee said. We got Keon Sabb, Bray Hubbard, ZB, Red Morgan, a lot of experience in the secondary, Holmes, for real. All returning starters, mostly, and we definitely know the playbook, Lee said. We all know what to do and when and how to do it. We all communicate well. It's kind of just taking a bigger step this year into just trusting each other more. Last year, we had trust for each other, but this year, it's on a whole different level for sure. Respect, 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 man. No cap. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide. Ain't nothing rolling but the damn tide. Here we go. Given the mix of experience and young talent, does Alabama have the nation's top secondary? Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah, for sure. No doubt about it, bro. No doubt about it. For real. Here we go. In my opinion, we do. Yes, Lee said. Just a lot of returning pieces. We got good chemistry together. We all are very sure tacklers, very technical. I just feel like if we all put this together, we'll definitely be the best secondary in the nation. Here we go, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. Lee will be one of the top sophomores in the country this fall. And if he can take the next step in his development, he could be one of the top overall players. What will help him is being surrounded by other top tier defensive backs, as the strength of the 2026 Alabama defense is in the back end. Claiming the top secondary crown in March is a bold strategy, but Lee does not feel any of the weight a statement like that can carry. So what? Who cares? He should be bold. He should be confident. I don't care if it's damn near arrogant or cocky. I could give a damn. I could care less. He should feel like he's the best. He should feel like his unit is the best, bruh. Period. In the whole damn land. The hell you talking about, bruh? I don't care. What kind of statement it is, Holmes? It's a real pure statement, heavy. And he got every right to stay it. And guess what? Them boys finna back it up on the field for real. Roll Tide. The Tide needs to only play. The Tide needs only to play its game. It's really no pressure for real, Lee said. It's just if we go out there and do our job, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, for sure. No doubt, Holmes. No doubt. Let's get it, homie. Let's get it. Heavy. You know? Heavy, bruh. For real. Shout out to John Lee in the building. Shout out to John Lee in the building, man. No cap. Oh yeah. And like I told you, we got some Bama recruiting news as well. Probably be here for about an hour. Make sure you got any questions, comments, opinions. Put them in the chat. Let me know, bro. Let me know. Let's see here. Man, I like that boy Brooklyn Maxey a lot. I want to hear more about Brooklyn Maxey, a real dog for real. Let's see what Brooklyn Maxey had to say about his visit and all that. Period. You know about Trent Seaborn, Alabama quarterback, been committed for a long time now. Loves Alabama, is committed to Bama, and all at home. So damn purr. He's a four-star quarterback. He's from Alabama, Thompson High School in Alabaster, Alabama, to be exact. So shout out Alabama for real. Roll Tide full of pride, heavy, and he's a rock solid commit, a rock solid commit, bro, for real. Now, will he remain a solid commit? Time will tell. We've seen players decommit, recommit, all that. So we're gonna see how it pans out. But the way he's been talking, Trent Seaborn is here to stay. No matter who they bring in, who comes in, he's not ducking no smoke at all. But I want to get into Brooklyn Maxey. I repeat, Brooklyn Maxey. You see his film, he flashes all over. Period, dog. No cap. Yeah, a real per athlete. 2027 linebacker Brooklyn Maxey recaps amazing spring visit to Alabama. It was amazing, Maxey told Bama Online. The hospitality was great. The facilities were amazing. The campus was amazing. The coaches were super cool and super welcoming. The practice was great. You could see how much talent was on that roster, just how competitive practice and how upbeat it was. Me on the sidelines watching, it had me excited. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. I'm sure he was ready to rock and roll. I'm sure he was ready to get in the mix, dog. No cap for sure. Heavy. But that's great news as well, man. Anytime a player comes to the building, comes in the building, comes on an official visit homes and has a great visit, enjoys himself 1,000%, even closer to that player committing. And Bama is high on his list already. So the fact they're making him one of the main priorities, oh yeah, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. I want Brooklyn Maxey in the building. Pay attention. Look out for Brooklyn Maxey. Let's go, man. For real. Here we go. Maxey's lead recruiter has been Alabama inside linebackers coach Chuck Morrell. You know, Bama will be recruiting him as a linebacker. Now, he plays receiver, he plays safety, and he plays linebacker as well. Athlete all over the field, period. Here we go. The two were already in constant communication, but Friday's visit helped them grow even closer. We're super close, especially after that visit, Maxey said. I had a meeting with him. I hung out and talked to him for about a good hour while I was up there. We were discussing stuff football wise and recruiting wise, how we're going to go about things. Overall, our relationship has been really good. And we got a lot closer on that visit. Shout out respect to that. In addition to the meetings and time he was able to spend with Morrell, he got to witness what Morrell is like on the practice field while leading his unit. It was super intense, Maxey said. Their standard is super high. Roll Tide. All practice they were doing really well, but every once in a while, when there was a mess up or a slip up, they're instantly on it and trying to correct it. They want to maintain that standard they have at Alabama. Maxey is considered a three-star prospect in the 2027 class, according to the Rivals industry rankings. He's ranked as the number 61 athlete in the class, having played multiple positions in high school so far. Here we go. Maxey has an official visit already lined up to Alabama, slated to return to campus this summer, the weekend of June 5th through the 7th. The OV was already scheduled before he even took the spring visit, but he left Tuscaloosa even more excited to return. I feel like after the spring visit, I've seen a lot, but getting up there again and seeing all the staff, all the coaches again will be great, Maxey said. I'll probably get a more in-depth tour. The OV pictures are always cool too. I'm excited to get back up there and keep building a stronger relationship with the coaches. That's what I'm more excited for. Maxey told BOL that Alabama is comfortably in his top three options. He has two other official visits lined up, one to Kentucky and one to Kansas State, and he wants to announce his commitment soon after he completes his visits this summer. It's really the fact that my whole life they've been my dream school. Maxie said, playing for Alabama is a different type of thing. Their facilities and their coaching. And if you play for Alabama and you produce, there's a good chance you're going to the NFL. Oh yeah, bro. Big facts, no cap. Come to Bama, bro. They get you ready. They get you right all day, all night. Roll Tide, huh? Yeah. The opportunity to come there and how well they develop people, that's a really big opportunity. You know what it is, you know what it ain't. For sure. He said, I don't high cap school. Come on now, Dre. Shout out my dog Dre in the building, man. Yeah. Oklahoma got the #1 class. I told Witten that's why I'm mad he's not on my staff. No, bro, Oklahoma. Since when, bro? Since when, Holmes? Heavy. Oklahoma for sure. Hell to the no, bro. No cap. Yeah. Tunes. Linebacker Justin Jefferson will be good this year and get drafted by the Vikings. I wouldn't be mad, Hu Yang. I would not be mad at all, baby. No cap. For real, for sure. For real, for sure. Oh yeah. Well, shout out Brooklyn Maxey once again, baby. Hopefully we can get Brooklyn Maxey in the building somehow, some way. Somehow, some damn way, you know? For sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, man. But shout out Brooklyn Maxey in the building. Shout out Trent Seaborn in the building. And all the recruits who continue to visit Bama and all that. We gotta work. We gotta work. You know, it never sleeps. I repeat, it never sleeps. Recruiting is always going, always going. For sure, bro. For sure. Now, now I want to check out. I want to check out a little Trent Seaborn clip before I get up out of here. Heavy. 1 second. 1 second. Mm-hmm. No, now Trent Seaborn is a lifelong Bama fan for real, for sure. Let's check it out. It's been a lifelong dream for him, bro. No cap. Aid out, Bama out, all that. You know what I mean? So Trent Seaborn is really locked the hell in, man. Roll Tide. Been locked in since day one, since he could throw a football damn near. No cap, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll damn Tide.
Okay, that's one. That's one. Make it a good one.
Get it.
Saturday night, lucky as I said.
Working as a young one, man. Young one getting it in. Young one, you know. Young boy getting prepared early, man. You know, prepared early, dog. Get it. Locked in, you locked in. You hear me heavy, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll damn Tide. Yeah, that boy a winner too, a champion too. Don't forget that as well, bro. Roll Tide.
For gosh, over a year now. It's always been my dream. But I'd like to say I want to commit to the University of Alabama coach.
Are you good, Tyler, with that?
Going to Alabama coach?
Yeah.
You like
Go.
Roll Tide, man. And you know we're gonna finish the live right there. You hear me, dog? No cap. Shout out Trent Seaborn, homie. Staying real, staying loyal to Bama and all that. You know what it is, bro. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Support the grind. Support the channel. You support the fake already. Support the real, dog. No cap. You know what it is. Big school here. Make sure y'all check me out tomorrow, dog. You know how I'm rocking. Lock in with me. Lock in with me, dog. Big skull, Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. You know what it is, man. Here we come. Let's get it. Lock in with me once again, bro. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide. down at the levee. We going fishing at the levee. Oh yeah, them levee dogs coming. Believe that.